All right, in the last one, we looked at how to make buttons appear on the screen. Okay, so compress, run, and see I've got these lovely, wonderful squares ready to act as buttons. But at the moment, it's very boring because nothing's happening. So let's make them play a sound. As it turns out, this is fairly easy. So first of all, what I need to do is I need to trap the mouse event. So when I click on the screen, okay, I want to be able to handle that event effectively. So in my event loop, okay, remember the event loop is dealing with all the user interactions, okay. I've got e.type, so the type of event is mouse button down. So you probably can work out that's when I press the mouse button down. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's the left or right mouse, just mouse button down. I'm then going to get the position of the mouse, where it's on the screen. So that's a starting point, because I need to know what, I've clicked something on the screen and I want to know where it's done. If I go print pos, just to show you what's happening. So I'm going to run my program now. And this time, I'm just going to move this over a little bit so you can see the text window here. And I'm going to click on my screen. As you can see, as I click around, I will get these X and Y coordinates. Okay. So what we want to do is say, okay, when I click on here, on these squares here, I want something to happen, i.e. play the music. So let's get that bit working. So I'm going to get rid of this print because we don't really need it. So coming back to my sound button, okay, we are going to create a function called check click. And what this will do is simply just check to see if the click is meant for that. So I'm going to do if self.rect.CollidePoint pos. Now, it's quite a lot of code straight away there. Let's kind of break it down. So remember, I created a rectangle, and that rectangle is what we use to draw it. We're also going to use this rectangle to say whether I've clicked on it or not. Okay? So the rect is the rectangle. CollidePoint is a special kind of method of the rectangle, which will basically say, is this XY coordinate inside it, yes or no? Okay, and the pos is, remember, that's XY coordinates from the mouse. Okay, so if the XY coordinates of this variable here is inside this rectangle, this is going to be true. So when I click, remember, it gets the mouse XY coordinates. It's then going to send it to this code here, and then it will check to see if it's collided or not. If it has, well, I want to play the sound. So I'm going to go self.sounds.play. So dead simple, that will get the sound playing. Now, to link it together, because at the moment if I run it and I start clicking like a crazy person, you see it does nothing. That's because I've not actually called that code yet. So you see here I've got my check click. Well, I need to run that. So what I'm going to do is go drum1.checkClick pos, and then I'll do that for drum 2 and drum 3 and all the other ones that I've got. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that from my example. Okay, so each one of these that I've created, I'm just going to tell it to check the click. I've got to get each one to do it individually, because if I don't, then only one of them works. So if I run this now, okay, we should start getting some working code going. So now I press one of these. Say brilliant, starting to play the sound. And then press another one. See, it's playing it. Now play us another one. You can hear it. At the moment, what's happening is it's only playing them once, which is fine. And if I click them again, I click them lots of times, you can hear that horrible kind of, it's just playing lows at once. Okay, so it's kind of working, but buggy. So we need to kind of fix some of those things. Basically, when I click it, I want it to keep looping. And then when I click it again, I want it to stop looping. So let's get that working. So to make it loop forever, it's very simple. I just put -1 there. So I'll just keep looping it over and over again. However, I want it to stop if I click again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go if self.playing is equal to false. Then I'll stop playing it. And self.playing is equal to true. So I'm going to say it is playing. Else. So if playing is false, then I'll stop playing it and set playing to true. If it's not false, then it's got to be true. So that means I'll then self.sounds.stop. So I'm going to stop the sound. And I'm going to set self.playing equal to false. So essentially what I'm using is this variable playing to control whether it's going to play the sound or stop the sound. So if I save that and go back to my loop board example and run it again, what should happen is when I click on one of these, it starts playing it, click again, it will stop. You see it stops. So now I've got something that sounds a lot better. It's now much more like a proper kind of soundboard. So that's the second step. It's actually quite a short one. How do you get it to play music and stop music when you click on it?